Oh, he's got such high energy today.
Fuck you.
Fun. He's got a little earache, and he's
It's not an earache. I'm fucking dizzy, bitch.
Well, maybe if you drink a little less.
I don't drink. That's
Your
the
suburban
problem.
alcoholism is severely hampering the show. So I need you to pull your shit together. Go to AA. Stop hanging out with Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, that's not nice. She's trying to get better.
With that English accent of hers. Have you fucking heard that shit? Holy fuck.
I choose not to hear it because I believe that stupidity can be contagious. Hey everyone, welcome back to another mini episode of Zero Supervision. I am here today with Joe, bitch, cunt. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Oh, that's so nice to hear.
I got new socks in the mail. That finally came. I don't know if I told you.
Oh, cool. New nut rags for Joe.
Go fuck yourself. And I'm excited. They look really nice. So
that's a good name for a sock line. New nut rag.
I would not use these as nut rags. These are pretty. They're nice. They're argyle in different colors.
Joe has a thing for pretty socks. He must have pretty socks.
No, my socks just need to match my shirts. I have whatever color my socks are, or my shirt is. That's what color my socks are. I'm gonna get us started with some news. I don't know if you guys heard, but Kevin Smith had a heart attack. Good news, though. He is fine. He's alive and well.
Wow, it sounded like you said it was good news that he had a heart attack.
No. I actually really like Kevin Smith's stuff, so I'm sorry to hear that he's having a hard time, but it's good to know that he's alive.
I like him as a person and as an actor. Him.
Yeah.
Not his co-stars.
Well, I like his movies a lot. I've been his View Askew universe, which is all of his Mallrats and Jay and Silent Bob stuff. That's great, I think, but whatever. They're not for everybody, I don't think.
Yeah.
Anyways, he sent out a tweet after it happened. After the first show this evening, I had a massive heart attack.
Oh shit! It was massive.
Yeah, the doctor who saved my life told me I had a 100% blockage of my LAD artery, a.k.a. the Widowmaker. If I hadn't canceled show 2 to go to the hospital, I would have died tonight. But for now, I'm still alive and above ground. So, but he sent a picture and everything on the tweet. He looks pretty good. I mean, considering you just had a heart attack. I wanted to quickly cover, just so anybody who, if they're having a heart attack or not, might be able to remember this in the future and get themselves to the hospital as quickly as he did. The top 5 signs of a heart attack are pain or discomfort in the chest, lightheadedness, nausea or vomiting, jaw, neck or back pain, discomfort or pain in the arms or shoulder of the left side, and shortness of breath. So, if you ever get that going on, even if you don't think it's actually a heart attack, it's best just to go to find out.
Very true. And then for women, something that a lot of people overlook, they think it's heartburn. That's typically the heart attack for women.
Yeah, and a lot of women die each year of heart attacks. You think of it as a male disease, but really a lot of, I read somewhere that more women have heart attacks than men do. They have more heart disease.
I believe they have more fatal heart attacks, and that's because they overlook it as heartburn or something like that. They don't think about it because, the stereotypical heartburn is an elephant sitting on your chest, and that's usually what men have. And so when it happens, we're like, oh shit, 911. But with women, it's just like, just take some Pepto.
And also women are have a higher pain tolerance and shit like that than men do. And I think that allows them to deal with more of it, which is not a good thing necessarily. I mean, that's how you die of it. So.
Yeah.
Be careful, everybody.
You don't wanna just deal with heart disease. You definitely want to be proactive on that front. Yeah. Well, in other news, the popular dietary approaches to stop hypertension, also known as DASH, new research has come out saying that later on in life, it does lower depression for the elderly, which is pretty cool. Typically, the elderly are subject to more depression, especially elderly that have memory problems. So I just thought that was pretty cool that I saw that. It also helps with lowering blood pressure, bad cholesterol, and body weight.
So what is this now?
It's called Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension. It's
okay.
yeah,
it's like a dietary program.
yeah. It's called DASH.
Dash. I got like an acronym for that.
Yeah.
And then just watching what you eat, stuff like that.
Pretty much. I mean, it consists of like a lot of fruits and vegetables, wheat, things like that. But apparently, it not only helps you like physically but mentally as well. They actually did a study on this with almost 1,000 adults with an average age of 81 were followed for an average of 6.5 years to actually come up with these results in this study.
That's a pretty extensive study, then. That's
cool.
Yeah. All right, so I'm sure Billy already knows this because he's a big Barbra Streisand fan. I don't know if I don't think I can name a song of hers.
I don't know if I can either. I'm pretty sure I've heard one.
I'm sure I have too. I just don't. I can't be like, oh, that song. Yeah. I think is she the one that sings "You Are the Wind Beneath My Wings"?
I don't know.
I don't know. She might be. Anyways, I don't know. We're gonna get all kinds of hate from the Barbra Streisand fans.
Oh no!
Our fucking Twitters are gonna be blowing up.
It's gonna be like women over the age of 52.
How dare you!
And then guys that are like 55 living in their mother's basement still.
It's gonna be a bunch of Long Island women. How dare you! Barbra Streisand is amazing. Her concerts are just undeniably beautiful, and she's a great human being. Anyways, Barbra Streisand cloned her dog Samantha.
Oh boy!
Samantha unfortunately passed away, but she lived to be 14, which is a fairly good age. You may think, okay, so she did it once, right? No, she did it twice. So she has 2 dogs cloned after her one dog. She talked about this in an interview with Variety, and in the interview she said they have different personalities, and I'm waiting for them to get older so I can see if they have brown eyes and if they have her seriousness. But as of right now, they're a little different than her original dog. They're named Miss Violet and Miss Scarlet.
So, this is what I need out of this news. If for some reason I end up kicking the bucket before any form of like reverse aging or immortality thing comes out, I need you to do 2 clones of me, raise me back to about 20 to 22 years old, make sure I stay physically fit, and then proceed.
I don't want to raise any children that are of your likeness. That would be horrible. I've heard how bad you were as a kid.
That's rude. You don't know the half
You've
of it.
told me, and then I heard stories about you before I even met you.
All right. So there is one last story that I did want to cover. Apparently, Democrats have unveiled a plan to try and save net neutrality. Right now, in the Senate, the resolution has 50 of 51 votes needed to pass the chamber's Republican majority. But I'm assuming if anyone wants to get reelected, they're going to go ahead and sign on to this bitch really quick because I don't think they're going to be very popular.
The thing that kills me about this is that this seems like it should be a across-the-aisle issue. Everybody should want a free and open internet. It's an expression of free speech in a lot of ways, and pretty much most ways. And, like, anybody who uses the internet should think to themselves, I want this to remain as open and as free as it is. It really is the most democratic thing we have outside of our own government. The best stuff goes to the top, and the worst stuff goes to the bottom, especially with Reddit.
Basically, all 49 members of the Democratic caucus, which includes 2 independents and Maine Republican Senator Susan Collins. I hear a lot about Susan Collins. She reaches across the aisle a lot to try and get things done. So, slowly but surely becoming a fan of hers. Not sure what her actual political beliefs are on a lot of things, but I see her name always being tossed around when she's reaching across the aisle to get shit done. So it's nice to see someone willing to put some of what they believe to the side to make sure that they can get the greater good done. But on the House side, however, the resolution still needs the support of more than 100 lawmakers to pass. But like I said, I don't think that this is going to necessarily be a hard thing to get passed, just for the simple fact of, one, It's a very unpopular decision by the FCC and Agent Pie.
Agit Pie.
What?
His name is Agit Pie.
Agit Pie? Oh.
Yeah. He's a fucking asshole, though, too. If he honestly thinks he's fucking funny. And I'm not joking about that. That's not me being, like, facetious. He, like, goes out there to all these fucking, like, press conferences with this gigantic fucking mugs that he carries around. He thinks it's a big fucking joke. And I hate the way... He smiles like I would think a snake would fucking smile if they could. It fucking drives me nuts. I can't stand this little bitch.
But I like to refer to Agit Pie as fuckface banana pants.
What the fuck?
So if we could just go ahead and refer to him
as fuckface banana pants
from now on, I'd appreciate that. I got that from a technology news thing that is on YouTube. It's Front Page Tech. The host of it referred to him as that, and I absolutely adored it. So I think that name should really stick.
Fucking Agit Pie is such a fucking asshole. I can't stand him. He thinks he's so funny and so, like, whatever, and so charming. He's fucking not. He's awful. Hey, but you know what, though? This is what they fucking wanted at the FCC. Or at least they said they wanted this. They wanted congressional action upon it, so hopefully there will be, and they need to fix this shit, because it bothers me. This shit kept me up at night when it first happened. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm sure that Congress is going to pass it, especially for people that want to get reelected. It's very important that they actually stand by this. And then if Trump vetoes it, it's just going to go back to the Senate and the House. And as long as they pass it again, well, it won't really matter what Trump says now, will it?
I think that's fucked. I think if he does it, it's fucked. And I think it's another, like, him just not caring about freedom of speech and also not caring about, like, I don't know. It bothers me. And I think it's going to hurt other businesses. Like, they're saying, telecom companies are going to be able to do more stuff. But no, it hurts other companies like YouTube and Netflix. And hell, it could hurt us. They could start fucking, limiting the bandwidth on fucking Apple Podcast or on fucking Soundcloud or wherever you're listening to this at. They could instantly start doing that. And this shit would take you 30 minutes to download and then listen to.
Yeah, so it's, the fast lane thing, AT&T's trying to do it right now. I'm definitely against it. It's fucking a bunch
Verizon
of bullshit.
We talked about that WeHe app a couple episodes ago. Go look at that episode. It has WeHe in the title, and that app will tell you if your cell phone provider is doing any kind of infringement upon your net neutrality. And fucking Verizon. Every time I did the test on YouTube and on Netflix, they always came up as there being problems with it. So
yeah, and Dustin actually has that issue where he's tried to stream 4K content from Netflix, and he had to call Verizon and chew their asses out, and then eventually it magically started working. So I think it just goes to show that net neutrality is needed, just so we can keep everyone on a fair and level playing field. And a lot of people only have one ISP to choose from in their region. So saying that it's going to create a better market and more competitive market is bullshit, because there's a lot of places that you can only get Comcast or you can only get Verizon Fios.
Oh, well, fuck me. I mean, I'm fucked in the situation if they start trying to fuck me, because the only thing available in my area is MCTV, which nobody's ever fucking heard of. So if they fuck me, then nobody's going to care.
Yeah, and so if your options are limited, you're fucked. So yeah, it's not fair to any of us Americans. So,
and let me put this out there: I don't live in the middle of fucking nowhere either. I live in a pretty heavily populated area. I live really close to a lot of stuff. I don't live in the fucking boonies. So yeah, it'll fuck you even if you live in like a populated area. So don't think it's just people in the middle of nowhere that's gonna get fucked by this. It's everybody.
But yeah, I would say key things here: make sure you reach out to your elected officials, tell them that you support this legislation that they're trying to push through, and then also feel free to refer to Agit Pie as fuckface banana pants.
Also, if you guys notice that your shit's running weird, fucking call your ISP bitch to high heaven, because as soon as you like threaten to leave them, they might start to rethink this shit if enough people are going to leave them.
start calling them out on social media. Twitter, I found, is the best way to reach out to these companies because they look like shit. So you'll see on my Twitter where I'll call out a company if I see some goofy shit going on with my stuff, and they reach out to me ASAP, and they take care of it because they don't want me to go back onto Twitter and start talking shit about them. They do not like it.
That's the other thing. You can really tell who the fuck gives a shit. What companies are awesome and which companies are not. Because I've made some complaints to companies that didn't hear fucking shit back, and to some other ones I've gotten like they've sent me coupons as an apology for fuck ups. Fucking
you know who has the best customer service on Twitter so far?
I know who it is, but who?
Pornhub. They responded to me in minutes. It was amazing.
They are nailing it lately, because on fucking Valentine's Day, they gave away free premium porn, and also they're giving away free premium porn to women who are on their periods.
I need to make that for when I'm having my man period.
Honestly, I think it's the coolest thing they've done. It's really nice that they're I don't know. They're the least cunty company that I've dealt with in a long time. So.
Yeah, no, I definitely like them, support them a lot. And they seem to care about the best interests of our freedoms for the internet as well. So,
which is the crazy thing is they don't have to. They could give a fuck. You're going to come to them regardless because it's porn.
Yeah. So, anyways, I think we've rambled on enough about this. Go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you very much for joining us for another mini episode of Zero Supervision. You can follow us on Twitter at Zero Supervision. You can follow me personally at @low_Billy Allen. Make sure you like, subscribe to whatever listening or streaming forum that you use. I guess that's the word I'm looking for.
And you can follow me on Twitter at Joseph_Lawhorn. That's LAWHORN. And if you would like to support the podcast, you can do so by going to patreon.com/Zero Supervision. We'd really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Peace out.